Hello and welcome to Online Teaching at KCC. In this tutorial, we will cover the following topics: the history of online teaching at KCC, the Angel support structure, which includes the Angel mentors and the ITS help desk, how to access materials to help you in your course, responsibilities, the course quality checklist, how to log into Angel, an actual overview of an online course or what you can expect. And we would just like to start off by letting you know that if you have any questions or if you'd like to receive training, you can always contact the Angel mentors at angelhelp@kcc.edu. To begin, though, let's talk about the brief history of online teaching at KCC. We use a product called Angel, and KCC has used this product since the summer of 2006. While many of you might be familiar with other online course management systems like Blackboard and WebCT, Angel offers a wide variety of resources for you to use in order to bring the best of your course materials. Now at KCC, our Angel support structure, we have not only faculty support from a group of faculty known as the Angel Mentors, we also have ITS help desk support for both you and your students. The mentors, as I said earlier, are made up of faculty members who are online teachers and have received extensive training in order to meet your needs. If you would ever like to speak with a mentor, the best way to do so is by sending an email to angelhelp@kcc.edu. The help desk is there for you as well. If you have issues within your Angel course or if your students have issues or questions, they can of course contact the help desk. Notice on the screen that you can either contact the help desk by their email address, helpdesk@kcc.edu, or by calling them on the phone, 815-802-8900. We have a wide variety of resources for you to use in order to help you in your courses. What I'm going to do is take you to the OShare Drive, and maybe you've heard of this location before. Many of our documents are available on OShare. To access OShare, you press the Start button in the lower left-hand corner of your screen, and then My Computer, and then OShare. And when you arrive, you'll have many different folders to choose from, but in order to access online teaching materials, you will visit the KTLC folder. And you see here in my address area, I'm on OShare KTLC. Inside this folder, you'll find many different folders. We have access to the Angel training modules. We have some guides for you to use in case you would like to have a paper copy, or read from your screen. Any kind of announcements, any kind of help tickets. So there's a wide variety of resources for you in this folder that you can use at any time. We also have the Teaching and Learning Center website, and I thought I would take you there briefly just to show you that if you go to KCC's webpage and then visit the faculty and staff and the Teaching and Learning Center, you'll notice that we have a wide variety of information as well as workshops and video support for you. So if you would ever like to watch a video, a how-to video on how to navigate or use any kind of features in Angel, we probably have a video waiting for you. So as you notice here, we have the different schedules and information and what's available to you. So even if it's not Angel, if you'd like to use a camcorder or digital camera, we have video support and documentation for many things, or we offer workshops. So this kind of just gives you a very brief chart and tells you what we have to offer. You'll also notice at the top of the screen that you have different little areas to click on for special events. So if we have a workshop or something coming up, you can go ahead and click here and look at it. The workshop button down here, you can see if there's anything listed for the fall or spring or summer sessions. You will be able to access and see what is available to you, or especially if anything is of interest. You can see down below that we have tutorials. These are the how-to tutorials that I mentioned earlier. And we have the bulleted list here of just some general overview topics like the gradebook, reordering assignments, backing up your course, discussion forums, and assessment interaction options. This will all make more sense once you are trained in Angel or you become more interested in teaching online. And again, here is our contact information if you would like to schedule an appointment to meet with us, or if you just have more questions about teaching online in general. Going back to the PowerPoint presentation of our list of agenda items, something else that you should be aware of is that the Angel Mentors are here to help you, and that we are willing to sit down and go over any kind of questions that you might have regarding teaching in an online environment. We understand that sometimes it can be a little intimidating, starting something new, but we are here for you, and so if you have any questions, of course you can let us know. Something else that you should be aware of course, are the components or what we feel is a good course at KCC. And a team of faculty members actually sat down and brainstormed and came up with an online and hybrid course quality checklist. And let me just briefly explain what that is. It's basically a suggestion or a list of things that we feel as a faculty body should be in an online class. Ideally, we'd like to replicate what we do in our face-to-face classes in an online format or a hybrid format, but we understand that sometimes it is a little bit difficult in the translation. But what we have done here is pretty much a roadmap or just a table of suggestions that you can use to help you create your online course. And even those of us who have been teaching online for a few years now use this to make sure that we're on the right track. This is a document that's available on the OShare drive, so of course you can access it, make copies of it, print it off. And as you notice, it's pretty much just a worksheet for you to fill out as you go through creating your online course. It's multiple pages, 5 pages in length, and it goes through the different components or parts of an online course, some things that we think you should have, like an availability of resources for your students, the calendar, do you use a calendar and communicate, assign, and due dates, the lessons tab, which we'll see in a few minutes, is where Angel houses all of the course content or instructional delivery content. Also, we want to make sure that you are challenging your students with assessments or different types of assignments, projects, papers, quizzes, exams, and then, of course, there's the resource tab, which has the syllabus and any information like web links that might be beneficial to you and your students. We also have the communicate area. It's very important, obviously, to communicate with your students, but there are a variety of ways that you can communicate in Angel. And so, for example, you can send email, but you can also have an online chat. You can post a discussion question. You can even organize face-to-face meetings if you're interested, or have live office hours, which allows you to log into Angel, and it simulates almost a queued system where if a student is waiting outside of your office in the online world, and then you can click on their name to go ahead and have a private conversation with them in more of an IM instant message type of environment. So again, we advise you to take a look at this document if you plan on teaching or using Angel, just so that you have a framework or at least some suggestions as to how your course should look. In addition to this document, we also have a list of responsibilities. Of course, we all need to work together in order for our courses to go well. The Angel Mentors, of course, are here to help you, but then also there are some responsibilities that we need you to follow at the beginning, middle, and end of the semester. This document is also located on the OShare drive, so you can print it, but the responsibilities are broken down by pages, and you can see that there's everything from adding courses and about the section and backing up your courses and what to do with your grade book at the end of the semester. Also, just some fine-tuning aspects like seeing your course, hiding your course. Again, all of these items are addressed in Angel training, so this is just an overview or orientation to it, and these things will all be explained to you in greater detail. But it's always a good idea to know that not only will the mentors help you and ITS will help you with issues or concerns, but also there is some responsibility placed on the instructor to make sure that their course content is maintained. Okay, so now you know that there's a web page available with video help as well as documentation on the OShare drive. You know of the Angel Mentors and also ITS's support. So you're probably wondering, how do you even get to Angel? How do you access Angel? Well, you can access Angel from any site that has an internet connection. So whether you're on campus at KCC or from home, you are able to access your online content. There are a couple ways to access Angel. First of all, you can access Angel from our KCC webpage. You can, of course, at the home screen, you can actually access the online course system on the right hand side. It'll say the Angel login area. Your students can also access their online courses from this location as well. So if you notice here on our main web page, you will see on the right hand side where it says Angel and online courses. So if you scroll your mouse over, you'll notice that you will be able to, of course, access the online courses by left clicking. If visiting the web page is not your ideal way to access Angel, or for whatever reason the kcc.edu is down, but the Angel login area is up, you can also go to http, and you can see it up here on my address bar, //online.kcc.edu, and it will bring you to the same location, the login screen of Angel. So as my page loads, what you'll need to do in order to access your online courses is your KCC username and ID. And students will need the same. So at the beginning of a semester, there might be a little confusion. Some new students aren't familiar with our login system or maybe haven't accessed their email. But it is important for you to have your username and password. We will also post messages to both you and your students in this area in case there's any kind of downtime, which we have to do not too often, but you just never know, as well as videos for your students to watch. So at the beginning of a semester, when students are wondering, how do I do this, or what's this all about, we have created a short list of Angel feature videos that your students can watch at their own desktop. And you see here we have the discussion forums, how to submit files, how to attach files, email, and grades. So these are very important features for our students to be able to know how to use. So go ahead and give them this information so that it might cut down on time that you have to spend with them to show them how to do different things in their online or hybrid courses. On the left hand side of my screen, you'll also notice the system check. A lot of times if a student has an issue off campus, it is probably because they have pop-ups blocked or they do not have the correct things downloaded, the applications downloaded in order to succeed in Angel. And so what you'll see here on my screen are green boxes with check marks. That's a good thing. If you see any red X's or anything in red, that means that they're missing that plugin or that requirement. Of course, tell your students if they ever have any questions or concerns about this that they should call the help desk, ITS help desk, and they can walk them through this. Or if you are knowledgeable, you can walk them through this as well. You'll also notice there's a login area. This is where you will enter your username and password. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And once you log on to Angel, you should see a listing of all courses that you are currently the instructor or are enrolled in. Sometimes, depending on when a course is added to the system, your name might be left off of the roster, and that's, of course, can be a little scary when it's the beginning of a semester and you need to get into a course, but just go ahead and contact the Angel mentors or your associate dean in order to make sure that your name was officially entered into Datatel or the system that we use to maintain records at KCC. So as it's cycling through here, you'll notice that I'm on my home screen, and you'll see my name in the upper right hand corner as well as icons on the left. You'll notice here you have your home screen, which will bring you back to this main page, any kind of FAQs or questions, the log out button, and you will not have this button here. This is an administrator's button, so good for you. The learning object repository, your profile and settings, as well as an IM feature, an instant messaging feature. On the left-hand side, you will also see the courses that you're currently instructing or a member of. So notice here I have my fall 2011 courses. These are all the courses that I am going to be teaching in the fall. When I want to access a course, I just go ahead and left-click. Notice it's a link, and it'll bring me inside of that course. Down below, you'll see if you are also involved in any kind of groups or any type of subgroups that we have at KCC. You notice here there are community groups as well. On the right hand side, you'll notice that I have my announcements. So anything that appears on that main screen or in my courses, it's almost like an easy access on the right hand side. Today's calendar. If there are any events coming up in any of my classes for today, they will appear here. So if you have a lot of events going on, your screen might be a little bit more cluttered. But for now, semester has not started yet, so my events are clear for today. Toolbox. These allow you to put bookmarks or quick links to outside web pages. So if you're interested in setting up a whole list of websites that you know you're going to access for your online courses, you can set those up here. Any kind of files that you want to use in multiple locations, in multiple courses, you can also do that here, as well as your calendar to make quick changes, and public resources, which are anything that the institution feels we should have access to. So for example, the library might have websites or any kind of materials that all of us use. They might house those here, and so you'd have access to them. Now I'm going to go ahead and scroll down and click on our online teaching master course just to give you a little brief overview of what a course looks like. So once you click in an online course, they pretty much look all the same as soon as you click on one. And as my page is loading, I will tell you that there are so many features in Angel that you can use in order to create a very robust learning environment for your students. Notice on my main screen, the title of your course will appear towards the top, as well as these little links, the edit page button, which is a wonderful feature of Angel because everything is customizable. So if you want to make this page look different, these little boxes here are called nuggets. If you'd like to move them around or add more content or less content, you can totally change that. That's up to you. On the left, you'll see your tasks. You'll notice here that it's almost like your personal assistant. It will remind you when you have new things coming in, new assignments that are submitted, email, etc. On the top of our screen, going from left to right, you have your calendar for this course, lessons, which is where all of your content will be housed, the resources area, websites, calculators, dictionaries, anything that you think will be useful for your students. The Communicate tab is where the Angel email is housed. The Report tab is a great feature. It allows you to access students who have logged in, who have not logged in. The Automate tab allows you to send auto replies and messages to students. So if a student submits something, it will automatically submit once you program it, like thank you for your submission. It can also do some other different fun things that we talk about later on in other trainings. And then the Manage tab, which is pretty much like the brain of your online class. The Manage tab allows you to not only grade assignments and enter grades, but also turn your course on, enable it, that's the phrase we use, as well as back up your course. So for a second or two, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the Manage tab and just give you a brief overview. As I said, the gradebook is housed under the Manage tab, so any entering of grades or assignments will be done by clicking on this tab, as well as if you have any teams taking attendance, which is optional. It's not required at KCC to take attendance in Angel. Your roster will appear here, so if you have any students and you'd like to know their names or see them, you can click on your roster. General course settings is actually how you enable a course or turn it on so students can see it. By default, all courses at KCC are disabled, which means you are the private owner, you get to work in it, and when you are ready, which is by the first day of the semester, you control if students can see it or not. Also, on the right hand side, you'll see backup, where you can back up your course, and we recommend that you do that anytime that you've made major changes. We also do system-wide backups, and you can see here that the next system-wide backup is scheduled for August 20th. But if you make any changes, add more content, take content out, it's not a bad idea to back it up and then save it to a USB drive or a CD or something, so you have a copy. Also, you can see some different things like Date Manager and Rubric Manager, because those are some of the features in Angel, not only rubrics but also assessments and different types of instructional methods. One more thing I'd like to show you is the Lessons tab. The Lessons tab is where your content for your course will be created and housed for your students to be able to use. Notice here I have the beginnings of a course, and this is actually our online training course. But when you want to add content, I just wanted to briefly show you the features that you have at your fingertips. For example, a new feature in Angel is the lesson plan. So if you'd like to create formalized lesson plans, you may do so. But then also you can have files like documents, PDFs, that we recommend that you compress your Word documents to a universal file like an Adobe PDF. You can have games like crossword puzzles or quiz shows, discussion forums. You can use techniques or tools like wikis. You can also blog if you're into that. Assessments, which could be a practice test. It could be a formal midterm or final exam. It could just be a quiz. So there's a lot of usability there. as well as links to outside websites or sources. You can house everything using a folder and organize your content. You can even create surveys for your students so that if you just need some advice or feedback, you can do that as well. A great thing about Angel and most online management systems is that each semester you do not have to reinvent the wheel. Angel allows you to copy or import items from another course or a group or a learning object repository so that once you have a document, if you like the document, you want to keep the document, you just go ahead and copy it or import it so that you don't have to redo everything every single semester. It does definitely cut down on the time spent trying to get things in place for the start date of either a 16-week or an 8-week, or in the summer a 6-week course. Angel also has Merlot, which is a database for educators. It allows you to type in the name of a topic or a title or somebody that maybe relates to your course, and it does a quick search of all the available resources in reputable spots, and so that you can link to that content in your online course. There's also the ability to add from a template. All of our courses at KCC come pretty much blank, and I like that personally because it allows you to totally create your class from scratch the way you want it. I know that some other institutions allow instructors to import from software companies or textbook company packages. Angel does have that feature, so if you are interested in that, please contact one of the Angel mentors so that we can sit down with you and walk you through the process. So again, I hope you're excited about joining the world of online teaching. Today you've learned about the available resources and where to find them, videos, documents. You know that we have a team of Angel mentors here to help you that you can access and talk to and email and contact through angelhelp@kcc.edu. We also have the ITS Help Desk who is there for you. You can contact them, either visit them on the 3rd floor, email them at helpdesk@kcc.edu, or give them a call at 815-802-8900. You now know how to log into Angel or where to go to log in. You know that we have standards in place at KCC with the course quality checklist, so when you're creating your courses, go ahead and feel free to use that as your guide when you are creating courses. You also know that the online course has a lot of different features that you can use in order to help you make the best content available to you and your students. If you have any questions for the Angel Mentors, please do not hesitate to contact us. We are here to help you. Again, send us an email, angelhelp@kcc.edu.